Well, breathwork is a very simple, gentle, and yet deeply transformative practice that has been, in a way, rediscovered at the mid-60s. Well, of course, we breathe since the first moment we come to this planet to the very last one when we leave this body and we start another journey. We breathe. And in the mid-60s, Leonard Orr and many others, they discovered that the breath, when we breathe consciously, we can receive a lot of benefits, both in the physical body, in the mind, in the emotion range, and in the spiritual, whatever the word spiritual means to you. And we can experience a lot of changes. And every time we breathe, we change the chemicals in our bloodstream. We step out of the adrenaline cycle, and our brain shifts from the sympathetic nervous system to the parasympathetic nervous system. So we experience a deep sense of relaxation. And if you think about that, when we are very nervous, we do that unconsciously. Because when we are very nervous or we are about to start something new and we feel that sort of deep stress, or not deep, but yet stress, what we do is, let's start. So it is a sort of an unconscious call from the body that we need more oxygen in and a lot of carbon dioxide out, which is the natural process of breathing. And in doing so, our system, our whole system, liberates a lot of neurochemicals and neurotransmitters. In the heart is the main producer of those neurochemicals and neurotransmitters, according to the recent studies about the electromagnetic field in the human body. Our brain, our heart, and our gut, they all produce all these neurochemicals, and we experience a deep sense of relaxation. And this is what breathwork does. It gives us a lot of benefits. Why should we breathe? Well, to be alive, and this is something that we do every minute, we do every day for our whole life. And the problem with our breathing, with our normal breathing, is that we take very shallow breaths, like this. And in a way, we fill this much of our lungs, which on a metaphorical level is we live at 1% of our true capacities. So when we learn how to breathe in a conscious way, we can experience a lot of beautiful benefits. And our breath should be something like a complete one when we engage our whole system in that. And we feel the benefits immediately after 2 or 3 breaths. And this is the way we should do that, like by paying attention to the way we breathe. And I invite you to think about all the benefits of this practice, like no stress. We step out of that fight or flight response, and there are some scientific data that confirm that. Actually, I would like to read that to you. I'm very excited about this. This is a almost recent discovery. Do I look like enough? It's a research, and you can find all those information on the Harvard Medical School website. And the article is Mind-Body Genomics. And those doctors and those scientists, they found out that relaxation response immediately alters gene expression tied to inflammation, metabolism, and insulin. And I was very excited when I found this out because this new study from investigators at the Benson Henry Institute at Massachusetts General Hospital and Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Centers finds that eliciting the relaxation response produces immediate changes in the expression of genes involved in immune function, energy metabolism, and insulin secretion. And how can we elicit this relaxation response? by practices such as meditation, yoga, deep breathing, and prayer. And all of these practices, what do they have in common? The breathing, the deep breathing. So this is what we do in our breathing practice. We explore and we help the body in eliciting these deep relaxation response. So we can experience this. And even more, in 2008, Benson and Lieberman led a study finding that long-term practice of the relaxation response changed the expression of genes involved with the body response to stress. The study enrolled a group of adults with no experience in relaxation response practice who then completed a relaxation response training course. Before they started the training, they went through what was essentially a control group session. Blood samples were taken before and immediately after the participant listened to this education CD, and again 15 minutes later. After completing the breathing, a similar set of blood tests was taken before and after participants listened to the CD used to elicit the relaxation response. The results revealed significant changes in the expression of several important groups of genes between the samples. So this means these results had a long-term effect. So this means that every time we breathe, we produce that change. Every time we breathe. It's not that I breathe today and I will experience the result maybe tomorrow. The results are immediate. And by the word inflammation, what do they mean by the word inflammation? Well, inflammation is every state in the body that is caused by genes. Of course, they can create something that shouldn't be there. And by the word inflammation, they actually means metabolism issues, minor and major heart conditions, cancer, fibromyalgia, any pain in the body. In my practice, for example, I've been working with clients with severe migraines, and they reported after few sessions that those migraines were gone. I've been working with people with panic attacks and anxiety states, and they reported that the panic attacks were gone. I've been working with people with cancer, and they reported a significant change in their blood test. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist, so I like to report this as a foundation for my practice. Of course, I cannot tell you, oh, you have this, so do this and you will be healed, because that is something that is exclusive, let's say, knowledge of doctors. I can report that people taking breathing sessions and doing breathing sessions, they reported a significant change. So I believe that this is worth investigating.